We're gonna go split some firewood today, and we're gonna try out this new XA22 Fiskars hookaroon. You can call them a hookaroon or a pickaroon. This one's brand new. I ordered it off of Amazon. First impressions are that it looks awfully thin. You know, that blade's awfully thin, and this handle, you can't see down in there, that handle is hollow all the way up. So it's very light. It's got great reviews. We're gonna go test it out and see how it does. Okay, so first impressions, you know, I've split maybe 5 or 6 pieces of wood. First impressions are, I absolutely love this thing. I haven't been over to pick up a piece of wood yet. That one, standing up. I haven't picked up any standing up ones yet. And you can see that's pretty fair size. Now that one's a very good swing. Pretty heavy piece of wood there. So far I've been keeping it stored, sort of leaned up against the fender there, and that works real well. That ball on the handle, I'm liking that a whole lot more than I thought I would. It gives you a lot of control over it. Like when I lay that in there, I just sort of pull up on that ball on that handle, and it flicks it right out of there. That's pretty handy. That's a lot handier than I thought it'd be. So far, I haven't found a piece of wood that just won't pick up. I don't know if you guys can tell the size of some of these logs. Now, this one, I haven't picked up anything quite that big yet, but some of them you got to kind of work out of there. They're on a funny angle or something. Of course, the thing, it won't really dig in across the grain, but it does dig in very well, either in the side of the log, going with the grain, or on the end. Now, a big heavy chunk like this, I don't know. Like I say, I haven't quite picked one up like that big around yet. Of course, that's probably 12-inch diameter. What I've noticed is if you can get these little logs real easy. Like that one there is sort of stuck. We'll drag him out of there. Yeah, that wasn't a very good swing. You whack them one time on the end, and then you can just kind of flick them up there, no problem. The bigger ones, though, when you sink that in, you put one hand up here, put the other hand down here, and keep the angle the same. Because as soon as you start wiggling this thing, if you were just going to pick that big log up, pick it straight up by the end of the handle, that angle changes, and it'll work itself right out. So the bigger stuff, put that hand down here, this hand up here, keep the angle of the tool the same. And so far, it's been picking up everything. Well, I've been using this thing for about an hour. Just finished up this tote. It took me about an hour to do it. The amount in one of these things is like, it takes like 4.5 of these to make a cord. So I'll give you an idea of sort of how much wood there was. Overall impressions, I mean, I didn't hurt it, and I was, you know, not being gentle with the thing. It's not bent. There's nothing wrong with it. A couple of times there was 1 or 2 logs that had a rotten hole in the center, a piece of locust. And when I went to, you know, give it a good swing, and the blade just like went into the hole of the wood, and it whacked this plastic end on the end of the log. And I know I did it real hard on that one, and it didn't hurt it at all. You know, I looked at it to make sure I didn't sort of jar anything loose or crack the plastic, because I whacked it pretty hard. I'll tell you what, guys, as far as this goes, this is my first experience with a hookaroon. I've never really wanted to spend the money. I didn't expect that the tool would be this handy, but I didn't bend over to pick up a single piece of firewood. I think I showed you that one. I think it was one of these rounds off of this same log. It's a really heavy piece of wood. It's probably 13 inches in diameter, and I mean, I just whacked it, picked it up with 2 hands, swung it right up there. So these little bitty ones like this, these sort of one splitters, these are a no-brainer. I mean, they're just easy. You can one hand that. This ball end on this thing is so handy. If that were a straight handle, I don't think I'd like this tool nearly as much. But that ball makes it really easy to hang on to this. I mean, you swing them little things up there, no problem. And that size of wood is probably, it's got to be more than half of what I split is about that size. It's about 6 or 7 inch diameter. So, I mean, most of them, you're one-handing up here. Well, my phone's acting up. We're back up at the shop now. And this thing, I'll tell you guys, so my impressions of it, I can't believe that I've never had one of these. I feel so let down sort of by my community that I have never seen one of these things in real life. I've never used a hookaroon before. I've never been around anybody that's ever had one. And I've been around a lot of splitting wood, growing up out in the country. Hell, I'm in my mid-40s now. There was a time in my life where for a number of years, we heated our house solely by wood heat. We had a wood furnace in the basement, and I have never used a hookaroon. And this one in particular is super great because it's so light. It's got this hook, this ball on the end. It's real maneuverable. I mean, this is a good one. So the thing that I didn't anticipate, so I was really hoping it would work good for, swing it down, stand straight up, sling a piece of wood up there. It works great for that. What I didn't expect was the reach that it allows you. I mean, for every piece of wood you pick up, you're saving a step or two. So it makes it go faster, and I never gave that a thought. I was actually splitting wood faster than I expected to, faster than I normally do, and I didn't have to bend over, and I didn't have as much trip hazard because I'm not walking as much. You get all that crap on the ground. I stumbled a couple times back here today, but for every step that I can save, that's one step that I don't trip. So if you guys are splitting any wood at all, even if you got, one of these little big box store splitters like I do, it is so worth getting yourself a hookaroon. Check out this Fiskars XA22, and I think you'll be really glad you did. I hope I helped you with this one, guys. If you're messing with stuff out in the woods like me, click that thumbs up button. If you want to see more videos of me working on this sort of stuff or all kinds of junk out here in the shop, click subscribe. Till the next time, keep on tinkering.